Hi everyone, this is JS from Golden Goblin Games. We are in November, but it already feels like Christmas. Yesterday we just got a lot of new stock in, and today I'm just gonna focus on Dungeons and Dragons because there's already a lot of products that came in for Dungeons and Dragons. We've got two new books that were released recently in the US. We're just a few weeks late, but it's pretty good for Thailand. Like now we're pretty much on track. We've got Fizzben's Treasury of Dragons. This one is a source book, mostly aimed at game masters, but there's also like some rules for people that play Dragonborn, so new type of Dragonborn races. There's some new subclasses like Dragonborn monk subclasses. For the game master, there's a bit more rules about each type of dragons. A lot of information here. And as you can see on the table, there's two different covers. This one is called like the alternate cover, and this one is the classic cover. Inside is exactly the same thing. It's the same price, so it just depends on your preferences. Some people would like to have their book on the bookshelf with all the same like style of edge. Some people like, ooh, this one is like limited, it's special. So it just depends what you like, but it's the same book inside. The second book that just arrived is The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And this one is the classic cover, and this one is the alternate cover, featuring a cute displacer beast, I think. This book is an adventure for characters of level 1 to 8, and it's set in the Feywild, so like all of like really high magic and fays and a bit of a circus theme. So really interesting adventure. I think it's a bit more an adventure based on role playing, like not that much combat focused. So these are just came in, and we've got copies left. Now we've got a lot of minis around here and terrain from Warlock Tiles. There's some people that still don't know that much about Dungeons and Dragons, so I will explain a little bit, not too much in detail. People that play Dungeon and Dragon, there's different ways to play. So you just have like the books you can play, and the cheapest way to play is called Theater of the Mind. So everything is in your head. You're using pen and paper, you're using dice, and there's nothing else on the table. This is called Theater of the Mind, and then the Dungeon Master will say, okay, you're encounter like a band of evil goblins. They're 50 meters away from you, and they have like bows. What do you do? Oh, I approach the goblin, and then, okay, you walk 30 meters, and now you're 20 meters away from the goblins. So everything is just in your mind. Like there's nothing visual, nothing on the table. So that's called Theater of the Mind. Now, if you have a bit more budget, or you're more visual, you'd like to see things and not try to imagine too hard, you can use miniatures. So in the example before, like you can use this kind of a grid playmat. So when you have a combat, you can place your characters. It's like, oh, I'm gonna walk 30 meters or 30 feet in this direction. You're like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's really easy to imagine where people are and where are the enemies when you're fighting. So these are miniatures. And we've got two types of miniatures here. Like these are Nolzor miniatures. These are unpainted, so they come gray like this. They're already primed, so you can use paint straight on them. You don't need to like spray anything before. So you've got all these little packs here. You've got heroes. They come like 2 little minis in a pack for 200 baht. And you've got also all these little monsters. You also have like bigger monsters, and it's quite good to see like the scale. This is a human, and this is a medium monster. And you've got these huge beasts, like let's say a young dragon. This is not an adult dragon. This is a young dragon. So when you put this on the table as a game master, it has its wow effect. So Nolzor miniatures. And here it's by the same company, so WizKids. These are Icons of the Realm. Icons of the Realm are pre-painted miniatures. They're more expensive because they're pre-painted. Some of them is just a gigantic miniature. This an adult blue Dracolich, but maybe with the light, this meet too much glare. But you're going to see like this is the real size model. It's really just gigantic, pre-painted. But they also have these little booster boxes. This one is snowbound. So it's a bit like, not a magic booster, but you open this box and inside there are 4 miniatures and they're random from a set of, I don't remember how many, like 75 different ones, 46 different ones. You're gonna get 4 and they're pre-painted and some are more rare than the others. So some people like to collect them, but yeah, when you're playing, if you don't like painting, you can buy these ones. So these are for miniatures. So as you said, like you can play Theater of the Mind without any miniature, without any terrain. You can play with miniature on something really simple, like a grid-based playmat, and use some marker pen that are non-permanent. And like the top sexy stuff for Dungeon and Dragon are Warlock Tiles. So instead of using just a small playmat, you can recreate. This one is Town and Village 1. So their plastic terrain is still grid-based. It's like the lines are really thin between the different squares, but when you have like tactical combat, you can use the different grids. And you've got walls, you've got doors. So when the game master said like, now you're at the inn or you're sneaking into this house, then you can put like the house really like on the table. And when you say, I open the door, then you really open the door on the table. So that's really amazing. So, and all these pieces are, it's a bit like a puzzle. So you can like join them together with some little clips. So you can take apart and you clip it, and then you clip a wall, you clip a wall, you clip a corner, you clip a door. So it's all like very modular. This is another example. This is just an expansion with like more different type of doors and secret doors. And this is just a few examples. This one is the Tavern. So every good D&D adventure starts in a tavern, and you've got beds and you've got kegs of beer and a rooster and a barman and a fireplace. So you could probably also use some of these for games like Gloomhaven sometime. Like Gloomhaven, you've got these cardboard terrain, but you could have like a real table, 3D table that is pre-painted. So some of these can be used for board games as well. So there are just a few samples. So if you want to see what we have in stock, you can just also like just ask us by chat or go on our website. We have a menu just for role-playing games with sub-menu for Icons of the Realm, Nolzor Miniature, and Warlock Tiles. Is there any products in that you want that we don't have on the website? You can ask us and we can probably get it for you as well. So that's it for today. Overview of new D&D products, and I will come back to you probably in a few days or maybe even tomorrow with some other products that just came in recently. All right, take care everyone. Bye.